Hey everybody, got a little bit of a treat today. Well, maybe it's just more of a treat for me because Lowe's sent me this pressure washer for free just so I could review it and see what I think and tell you guys about it. FedEx dropped it off on this little pallet just like this, and is the Simpson Pro Series pressure washer. It's a gas 3500 PSI, 2.5 gallons per minute. The model number is the PS61374, and it weighs about 77 pounds. Justin tells me it's kind of heavy. Not exactly one man left. So I'm going to ever so gently get this thing off of the pallet. Gently crack this thing open and let's see what we got. Inside the box, it seems pretty well packaged. A nice little gasoline engine there. All sorts of knobs and doohickeys down here. I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know what? I'm just gonna cut this thing off the box, and I don't feel like lifting this thing up. My back hurts, you know? There we go. These are the kind of instructions that I like to see. One simple page. Look at how pretty that opens. Just like a flower. Ah, yes, this is what I love to see. Good old non-Chinese instructions. Oh, my bad. There we go. Let's see here. Add oil, fuel guidelines, bypass mode. You know what? I'll get into this in just a minute. I don't like instructions anyway. Let's see what's in this box. And be real careful when you're opening this, because if you just scrape your knife across it, you might nick your hose. Nobody likes to nick a hose. Comes with its own 100% synthetic small engine oil, 1030, very cool. Some kind of a weird looking clear hose. We'll see what that's for here in a second. Of course, you're gonna need your pressure washer hose. Every pressure washer needs a hose. A Simpson gun. Wow, that's a nice handle right there. It's like some sort of a weird Star Wars blaster. I'm guessing this is the pressure wand thing. Probably goes on there, and the little tippy things go on there. And we got a bag of tips and screwy things. Let's go ahead and get this thing put together. Yeah, it'd probably be easier to just wheel this thing off right about now. And I get a free pallet. Woohoo! Alrighty, there we go. Everything's all laid out. Let's see what these instructions have. Let's see here. Add oil, purge air, hose, pull thing, do stuff, start engine. Yep, we got this. Quick start guide. Ooh, how to put the handle together. Oh, that's kind of funny. Unpacking. Place it on a solid surface. Carefully cut the top carton open with each corner from top to bottom. That's kind of funny. I did that without even thinking about it, just because, you know, I'm lazy and my back hurts. And it made a nice little ramp coming off the pallet, which works. Something about a pump breather vent. Take the cap off. Do stuff. Hose. Handle. Yeah, okay, I got this. You know, you'd think that this would put oil in. Add oil. Add oil number 1, that really needs to go earlier than number 10, because that sounds pretty important. Doesn't that seem kind of important? So let's take all this stuff, put all this stuff together, and oh yeah, so I gotta figure out what this hose is for. Let's go ahead and just dump this in and put this together and see what happens. Figure out where that hose goes later. All right, I got it all put together, all the hoses connected, everything's good to go, I think. Now, I actually read through the instructions. I know what you're thinking. You read through the instructions? Yeah, right. But no, really, I did, because I have no idea where this hose is supposed to go. The only thing I can figure, because it's not in the instructions anywhere, is that this little hose end right here goes into this little thingy right here. I don't know what this is or what it does, but it fits. Now what that's supposed to do, I really don't know. If you know what this thing's supposed to do, or if this is even the right spot, go ahead and drop something down in the comments so that I can figure this out. Inquiring minds want to know. Since I don't know what to do with this, I'm just gonna leave it over the handle there. I think we're ready to start. It's already set to on. It's got this fuel off on and choke run. So let's choke it. She likes to choke to start. And let's see what happens when we pull this magic little handle here. The very first time.
The sun's going down, but the heat's in the air. The crickets are chirping all warning, but I just don't care. Cause the driveway's a canvas, a pile and the siding is green and gray. There's years worth of weather and living, I gotta blast away. I got the gas tank topped off, the water hose is tight. I'm gonna trade this speckle of bugs for a clean, fresh side. Oh, the kickback and the thunder, the roar and the hiss, blasting away the film.
Now I bet you thought those bricks were black. They are not. In fact, they are maroonish, reddish, kind of bricky colored. So yeah, that's the difference between pressure washed and not pressure washed. That's quite a bit. I forgot these things were so red. That's actually saying something when you forget what color the bricks around your house are. Now this is a mess. So yeah, we like to leave our porch light on all night, every night. And I'm actually surprised that they're not on right now. Over the last couple of years, we've accumulated a lot of bugs. I used to just take a hose and just kind of rinse it off a little bit, and it kind of worked a little bit, but not really that well. And you can see that there's like all kinds of junk just stuck to this thing. Ew, I don't even know what that is. That's kind of gross. All down here around the windows. Oh man, that is nasty gross. Got some mud dauber nests up there. Got all kinds of bugs and junk up here. I'd say I've got my work cut out for me. Or Mr. Simpson does. Hit up some of those bugs and see how well it does. Ugh. I tell you what, let's start with around, oh, wasp. Let's start with around the little light here. Let's see if we can clean this without busting it apart. Now, where did those wasps go? As much as I want to blast them, I really don't want them to blast me.
Oh, the kickback and the thunder, the roar and the hiss, blasting away the filth with a high pressure kiss, and the mud's on my boots, the mist on my face, getting dirty, making beauty all over the place. I'm getting dirty while I make it clean. It ain't just about the water, it ain't just about the grime. It's the satisfaction of rolling back the hands of time. For every layer of dirt that I strip and erase, I'm putting a brand new smile on every face. The engine keeps on screaming, a satisfying drone. I'm in my own world, I'm in the zone. 3,500 pounds of fury.
Now it may be a little difficult to tell by that little quick burst of water, but this is amazingly clean. Even though it does still have some like little remnants of dots on it, it's nowhere near as prevalent as it is for whatever that is. That's just, ew, that's gross. And even this white board thingy here, I don't even know what to call this thing. Rather than being all junked up and bugged up and gunked up, this side is dramatically cleaner. And it really didn't take me but a few minutes. I'm sure I went, you know, super fast speed through that little whooshy washery thing, and I found out that that is not as secured as I thought it was. But this does look a lot better, and that's not even to put any soap or anything on it. I'm sure that would get it even more clean quicker. Some sort of a soapy washer, outdoor scrubby thing. So I'm going to continue doing around the door, around the windows, around the mud dauber nests up there, trying to avoid the wasps, get all this around here, and I'll show you what it looks like once I'm done. Wow, I did some dirty work getting stuff clean, but I gotta tell you, I am impressed. There are still just a few spots, just like on the other side there before, but I mean, even me scratching out, like it just does not really want to come off. So some sort of detergent or something's gonna have to get on there to get off the rest of that junk and gunk. But as you can see, it does look a lot better. All around the door, the windows, the assassin bugs. Check that dude out. He doesn't look too happy. Assassin bug, we want to keep that guy happy. If you haven't seen my gardening channel, I'll drop a link below. Assassin bug's very good. But back to the pressure washer. Everything's all nice and, well, it's not nice and clean, but it is 1,000 times better. Although I should probably go back over this again, because I think I just whooshed a bunch of more dirt up on here, because that did look a lot better. It didn't have all that gunky stuff up there. And on around the corner here, you even got the this little trim, nice and white. But yeah, there's all kinds of gunk still flowing out. Even up here on the roof ceiling, I guess it'd be much better. And I will say that it can take the paint off. Yes, it will. Might need to do a little bit of a touch up on that one. I'm not even sure what kind of paint that is. That's whatever came from the factory though. Now this little pressure relief valve thing, I did leave the nozzle open or closed, I guess. So this thing wasn't spraying. And it did take it about 45 seconds to a minute for this thing to start shooting water. I then immediately started squeezing on the trigger, and about 5 seconds later, this thing stopped shooting water out. This is the little bypass thing, so if you aren't using it, some of the water can get pushed through the pump to cool it off. So I would say that feature does work. But like I said, I've got nothing really to compare this thing to. I've never used a gas pressure washer like this before. The closest thing that I can, oh, that's crooked. Yeah, let's fix that. A little bit of squirrel right there. There we go, better. Outside of a car wash, I've never used something that powerful. No, I take that back. Wash racks at Fort Stewart, Fort Irwin, Fort Polk, Fort Bliss. Those are pretty powerful too. Totally different machines though. Ah, the wash rack days. So much fun. But since I don't have much of anything to compare this to, I give this thing like a 10 out of 10. I'm not even sure how I would suggest to make this even better. Very impressive pressure, lots of water volume coming out. The volume of water, I think, is what I was really impressed with. It's not just that it'll knock the paint off your pillars, but it'll flood the whole area too. That way I can just wash it all away. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing all disconnected and taken apart and all the hoses and stuff taken out. And seriously, did I do that right? Is that where that goes? What does it do? What is it for? Ow, that's hot. And if anybody has any tips and tricks how to wrap this whole thing up, how to use these little things, I'm not even sure like what direction the gun goes in here or what this thing's for. It's a weird looking cup holder. I don't think it'd work too well. We're supposed to coil the hose up around it, but then what are these little hooky things for? Inquiring minds want to know. Drop something in the comments if you know what any of this stuff's for, how I'm supposed to do this. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of figure it out, just like every other day.
It ain't just about the water, it ain't just about the grime. It's the satisfaction of rolling back the hands of time. For every layer of dirt that I strip and erase, I'm putting a brand new smile on every face. The engine keeps on screaming.
You know what every good video needs? A little bit of bonus content. So we went down to Lowe's and got one of these Surface Max 14-inch surface cleaners. It's supposed to do up to 3,400 max PSI. I'm pretty sure I saw some of the instructions about rotating a little knob and it'll back off the pressure a little bit. We'll just try that. Just tweak it back a little bit. Also got some of this Crud Cutter multi-purpose pressure washer concentrate because I think I finally figured out what that little hose thing does. And it's one of those things that's like, yeah, you should have known that. So if you already put it in the comments, hey dude, thanks. I think I might have figured it out already. But here's another problem with this and the Crud Cutter and the pressure washer here still. My driveway is kind of full and I'm really lazy. So what I think I'm gonna do, my neighbor over there, he's got his driveway empty. I'm just gonna go clean his driveway instead. Okay, I got the whole thing all set up over here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy open, see what's inside. Got one of these doohickeys with a little quick release thingy down there. An instruction manual and one of those little cleaner tools. Those little pins that poke out, and they're actually really good for getting SD cards out of the phones too. I'm sure I do lots of other stuff too. We'll go ahead and keep this guy right there. What would be nice though is if there was like a little magnet or something right here so this thing would just stick. I might go ahead and just glue a magnet like from Harbor Freight or something right here on the back so that'll just magnetize right there and just always stay right there. That way I have less likelihood of losing it. Instructions, yeah, usually I'd throw these, but I'm pretty sure you just hit the pluggy thing on there. Let's see here, don't stick your face on it, don't touch it with your hands. Probably not good for painted things either. It's got some parts, it's got some tools, it's got some thingies, it's got some openings, it's got some stuff. I'll let you guys read through this at your own leisure. And now we're on to Habla Espanol. Here's what it looks like on the underside. It's got some little sprayer doohickeys there, and I bet you it spins around. Probably the other direction though. Yeah, this thing probably goes that way. That's which way the sprayers go. This ought to be cool. Lots of fun. I can only imagine this is to allow water to pass, and it's not really to, well, to scrub. I don't really think it's to scrub anything. I think that's just to allow it to glide over the whole surface, because I don't think that's going to really do a whole lot more than what the pressure washer already is. On to the fun bits. Here is what I think I learned about this little hose. So if you open this thingy up here, peel that little thingy off there, and very carefully set this somewhere where it's not going to spill. That should be good. Take this guy and just shove it in there. I think that's what it does. I sincerely hope that's what it does. Otherwise, I'm going to possibly mess up something, which is completely normal. Without a tip on here, I'll go ahead and stick this thingy on here. Something like this. And probably when I pull the trigger, oh yeah, look at there. Isn't that cool? Go ahead and get this thing turned on, see what it does. I bet you some dogs would love to play with this thing upside down, just like that. Nice little sprinkling toy for them. First impression, it's just like, it's almost a little short. I wish it was just a pinch longer. The handle that is. Or maybe just have this thing extend even just that little bit so it still fits in the box. It's a little pipe. That would be nice. I wonder if my neighbor's gonna be surprised when he comes home.
The sun's going down, but the heat's in the air. The crickets are chirping all warning, but I just don't care. Cause the driveway's a canvas, a pile and the siding is green and gray. There's years worth of weather and living, I gotta blast away. I got the gas tank topped off, the water hose is tight. Gonna trade this speckle of bugs for a clean, fresh side. Oh, the kickback and the thunder, the roar and the hiss, blasting away the filth with a high pressure kiss. And the mud's on my boots, the mist on my face, getting dirty, making beauty all over the place. I'm getting dirty while I make it clean. It ain't just about the water, it ain't just about the grime. It's the satisfaction of rolling back the hands of time. For every layer of dirt and erase. I'm putting a brand new smile on every face. The engine keeps on screaming, a satisfying drone. I'm in my own world, I'm in the zone. 3,500 pounds of fury, water splashing in my face. I'm taking back my place. Oh, the kickback and the thunder, the roar and the hiss, blasting away the filth with a high pressure kiss. And the mud's on my boots, the mist's on my face, getting dirty, making beauty all over the place. Yeah, I'm getting dirty while I make it clean. Getting dirty to make it clean. Getting dirty to make it clean. Getting dirty to make it clean.
Alright, he should be coming home from work almost any time now. Hopefully I can get everything taken care of and cleaned up before he even gets back. I wonder if he'll notice. Here's how it looks coming up to his driveway. I'm not seeing too many swirls or streaks or anything like that going around here. A little bit of rust still right there. Not sure what that was about. Oil spots and everything cleaned up pretty well. So while it's otherwise pretty good for cleaning up a driveway, I really wish it was just that much longer. Just enough so you don't have to bend down quite so much and, you know, hurt the old back. That's the paradigm for today. May not be the right one, but that's what the channel's for. Make sure to do all that like and subscribe-y stuff if you want to. No pressure. Pressure. It's about pressure washers. Oh, I'm an idiot.